Alright gang, I gotta try this again. My card died. So when you start this problem, it's not formatted correctly, right? You have a product here, you've got a squaring here. So you've got to use PEMDAS. You've got to simplify this into a series of terms. So you've got to square this, right? This is I plus 3 times I plus 3. You've got to FOIL it out, right? I times I, 3 times I, 3 times I, you know, that stuff. When you FOIL it out, you get this. And then you got to then distribute this I in. So once you do all that formatting step, you get this. Alright, now I have 3 distinct terms. Right, that's the format you want it in. You want distinct terms so that you can apply the summation formula to each of these. Now remember, when you use the summation formulas, you want to go as high, you know, as high as you can go, and then go in descending order. So I have an I cubed in the formula. I'm going to use this formula for that. I wrote it below it. That's this formula. Alright, for this one, the highest formula you could use would be the I squared. And then that's just 6 times that. So this is the way I wrote it. It's 6 times the I squared formula, which is this, right? I'm getting the I squared formula off the sheet. So I use this. And then the last one, the highest you can go for that would be the I. So for this, I write it as 9 times the I formula. So here's the I formula. I'll remember to put the 9 and the 6. I'm just showing you what formula I'm using for this part of it. Alright, so then you got to remember the number here goes from I is 1 to n. So this is n. So when you got to plug that in the formula. So 7 squared, 7 plus 1 squared, right? And so then this is me plugging this in the formula. So 7 squared is 49. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 squared is 64 all over 4. And then I decided to do 8 times, then I decided to do 16 divided by 4. Hold on a second here. Let me erase this part here. Okay, then I do 16 divided by 4, which is 16, and that's as far as I crunched that particular one. Now over here, I plugged in again. I goes from 1 to n again is 7, so you got to put the 7 in the formula. So here's 7 here, 7 plus 1 here, 2 times 7 plus 1 here, all divided by 6. This 6 here is from the multiplier here. Alright, now you do the algebra. So 7 plus 1 is 8. 2 times 7 is 14. Then you have to add the 1, that's 15. I divided the 6's off. And then I just wrote the 7 times the 8 is 56 times 15. I'm just semi-crunching these. You can just put it straight in your calculator on this row if you like. I just like to crunch it a tiny bit. Alright, now again, the I formula is this. We've got to make sure you don't forget the 9. This is all being multiplied by 9. Again, n is 7, so here's the 7, then the 7 plus 1, which is 8. 7 times 8, I just started to crunch it. 7 times 8 is 56. And then I divided 56 by 2, which is 28. Now, let me just crunch this out. So this is 49, I'm using my calculator now, times 16, 49 times 16 plus 50, no, hold on a second, I have to focus on my calculator. 49 times 16 plus 56 times 15 plus 9 times 28 is 1876. Okay. Alright, so it's 1876 when you finish. Alright gang, so my guess on this one when you guys got stuck was sort of like you got to make sure you format this before it goes into the formulas. It only takes 1 term per formula. Alright gang, that's it, 1876. I'll catch you. Bye bye.